Hi everyone, today we're talking about 3 tips to break up with your diet and heal your relationship with food and your body. This is a non-diet approach to body acceptance. I'm Shani Levy, marriage and family therapist. I make mental health videos full of information, education, and tips to help you live your best life. So today I want to talk about that enticing, seductive cycle of starting a new diet, thrilling weight loss promises. You make new plans, how to tackle your food and exercise routine, only to be demoralized, depressed, frustrated, hating yourself again a few short months or hours later. If this cycle seems familiar to you, stay tuned. We're going to talk about this. If you're in the 5% where a diet has actually worked for you, this video may make you really mad, or you may want to share it with somebody who seems to be failing their diet. And I want to talk to you a little bit about what that means. What I'm hoping to do here with this video is to provide you with some relief, some hope, and some understanding about what's actually going on when you are in that yo-yo dieting, restrictive binging cycle. Oh, and by the way, this is all with the understanding that you want to actually step off this nightmare cycle, roller coaster, whatever you've heard this called, the yo-yo dieting. If you're ready to embrace this path because the pain of the yo-yo dieting is so bad, hopefully my video will help you with that process. So the first step is to reacquaint yourself with your hunger and fullness cues. We all have them. We have them since birth, and but we lose touch with them, especially if you have been dieting for a very long time. So the first question to ask yourself is, when do you eat? Who or what dictates when you eat? Your physical responses, or is it something else external like time, a diet plan, how much you ate at your last meal? Or is it your internal cues that are saying to you, I'm getting that stomach rumbling, or I'm having that, I'm noticing saliva in my mouth, or I'm getting that sensation of that kind of uncomfortable feeling that my stomach is empty and I need some fuel. If you've been dieting or restricting for a very long time, your hunger cues may feel non-existent. So this is a process, and there are tons of hunger and fullness scales out there that you can Google, and I recommend that you do that. Here's a graphic of what one may look like, but you can Google that and find plenty out there on the internet. The second step is body acceptance. I know that seems like kind of a far-reaching, like, oh, I'm just going to accept my body even though I feel like I am fat or unacceptable, or I don't like my thighs or whatever it is. So my first question to you would be, why don't you accept your body? Where do these messages come from that you shouldn't accept the size of your thighs, your belly rolls, your arm flaps? What is that about? Who is feeding into that? Did it come from your family? This is what I spend a lot of time in session with clients about this, because it is deep-rooted messages, and so we've got to go deep. So some of the questions that we ask are, go deep. Where does it come from? And you may say, it comes from me. I hate my belly. I hate my thighs. Nobody even says anything to me. I would really question that. Go back. When was your first indication that you were somehow unacceptable? And by the way, there is $64 billion weight loss and fitness industry that is fueling some of your body hatred. And also in step 1, fueling some of your lack of trust of your own body. So in the second step with body acceptance, what I'm talking about is that there is this concept now that's becoming more popular, thank God, of body diversity and body respect, that biologically our bodies are supposed to be different shapes and sizes, that is how we are at our healthiest. Okay, so I want to be really clear here for some of you that are freaking out right now about what I'm talking about and thinking about how wrong I am. And by the way, I am not afraid to engage in conversation with you. I really welcome you to ask me questions or disagree with me, because I think that's the only way that we learn and we grow, is if we can say, but wait, you said this, but this is documented, or this is in the research. So please, I welcome all of those comments and concerns. So I want to be really clear about who I'm talking to. So if you have some medical condition and you have to be on a special diet where there are some food restrictions, some kind of medical condition, I absolutely respect your need to be on a special diet. And I still think, though, that it can fit into all these 3 steps that I'm talking about, okay? I still think that there is room, even if you need to be on a restrictive diet, for this concept to work for you. I myself am lactose intolerant, so and some people do believe that that's not a real thing, but if you know your own body, you know that is a real thing, and you plan accordingly, and you do what's right for your body. What I'm talking about is more of that external stuff that comes from diet culture and those messages that we have heard from birth. Men, by the way, if you've noticed, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but look at the marketing out there. Men are being targeted absolutely in a much higher degree than they were 10 years ago. Just pay attention next time you're watching TV or flipping through a magazine. Who's the spokesperson for the new diet plan? And my last step, 3rd step, is to do not walk away from your diet only to step into another diet, wellness, or health plan. Okay, there's nothing wrong with trying to be healthier in life, and I would say I really embrace the concept of add to, not take away. Okay, so if you want to eat more leafy greens in your life, if you want to have more salads, if you want to eat more, some of the foods that have more nutritional value, don't do that at the cost of birthday cake or ice cream or a hamburger, because it will just keep you in that deprived, frustrated cycle. I urge you within this last step to be a smart consumer. Do your own research. Really, so all these steps go hand in hand, right? So the first step is reacquaint yourself with your hunger and fullness cues. And I don't want to make it seem like that's so easy to do. This is a process, and there are a couple of resources that I'll mention at the end that can help you with it. Acceptance of your body, respect for your individual body size and shape, and fat distribution. The 3rd step is not to step off one diet to replace it with just another plan that masks itself as a wellness or health benefits plan. So I want you to be a smart consumer. Make your decisions wisely. You don't only have to believe me. Please do your research, read books. And some of the books I recommend are Intuitive Eating and Health at Every Size. If you read those 2 books, they will catapult you into a new way of thinking. There are plenty of more books out there, but those 2, I think, are a great place to start. And I will list those in the comments below. Like I said, please don't hesitate to leave comments or questions or concerns. I love to engage with you. I want to hear what you're thinking. I want to hear what helps, what doesn't help. And if you haven't subscribed on YouTube, I'm there. I'm also on Instagram and on Facebook. And I have a website, ShaniLevyTherapy.com. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.